And we're still finishing up the physical properties. Now we're looking at page 90, mixtures and solutions. I really miss doing mixtures and solutions. That was a lot of fun. You already know that a mixture, I should get my hands on the right keys. A mixture is made by placing different materials together. Mixture has specific properties, and each part in the mixture maintains its own physical properties. It just means when you mix things together, they don't form something new. Each object keeps its physical properties. They don't form anything new. So that means they are easy to separate. You can see the parts. You can see usually different colors. That would be the mixture. Here's a great picture of a mixture of different fruit sitting in a bowl. Here's a picture of fruit, a picture of a salad. That's another mixture. You can pick out the pieces you don't want. Is this a mixture right here? I would say no, because there's not different objects in the bowl. They're all the same object. There's nothing mixed together. There are different pieces, but they're all the same thing. Different ingredients of some mixtures can be separated from the rest of the mixture. This separation is possible because each ingredient maintains its physical properties. Just like this bowl of fruit and granola, if you don't want the blueberries, you can pick them out and eat the granola, or vice versa. You can use the physical properties of a substance to separate it from a mixture. The materials in a simple mixture can be separated because they have different physical properties. For example, a magnet can separate iron filings and sand. I think that's the iron filings and sand right there. You can separate that with a magnet. And I think we've tried that before. Here's a mixture of pasta and water. You can separate that by pouring it through a strainer. Here's another mixture. I think we actually had some of this mixture right here. Easy to separate for the people who don't like the raisins, right? Solutions are not the same. Solutions are special mixtures because they are mixed together. There's things that combine, like the crystals right here with the water. Here's the powdered crystals. There's the water. We mix them together. They're not going to be easily separated. So it is a special mixture. They are mixed together, but they are usually hard to separate. Difficult to separate, not as easy to separate. In a solution, the substance that is dissolved is called the solute. The solute. The substance in which the solute is being dissolved is called the solvent. In a solution of sugar and water, the solute is sugar and the solvent is water. Water is sometimes called a universal solvent because it can dissolve many substances. When a solid dissolves, the individual particles separate from the solid and spread evenly throughout the liquid. Solutions can be made by dissolving a solid or a gas in a liquid. Solutions can also be made by combining. I think they messed up there. Can be made by combining two liquids and even two solids. Very interesting. So right now this is unmixed liquid. Must be different densities, huh? That separate if they sit still too long. And here's a mixed liquid. I like the way it says the mass stays the same because we didn't add any more matter and we didn't subtract any matter. We just mixed it together. But all the molecules, all the matter is still there. So solution, special mixture, hard to separate because the physical properties change. And you can push pause if you need more time. Remember, you can also draw pictures if you are ahead of others and you're sitting there waiting. Please help yourself to draw pictures of all these vocabulary words that we're reviewing and talking about. Solubility Many materials can make solutions with water. You can dissolve more of some materials than others in the same amount of water. Some materials will not dissolve in water at all. This describes a material's solubility in water, the ability to dissolve. That's really what solubility is. Something's ability to dissolve in water. You can see the stuff right here, the little dolphins, they're not dissolving. The little bitty plants, they're not dissolving, are they? One more page. Page number 95. No? Oh, that was 94. That's 95. We're done right there. That's the end of the notes. So we're going to move over to page number 49. Oh, that's 48. Over here, here's page number 49. We're going to cut out these vocabulary cards. Most of these cards we talked about in one of these videos, or they're cards that you already know about. I like the way the cards have our English word at the top and they have the Spanish word at the bottom. So here's our experiment, research, model, hypothesis, variable, observation. If you move on to the next page, you'll see the back. Here's the answer. The study of a variety of reference materials about a subject. That's on the back of the card. It says give an example of something you have researched. Down here is the definition in Spanish. Most of us won't be using this. So I like that the top in the purple has the definitions and then asks you to do something. That would be a way of studying. Write 3 related words. You could use the book, you can use your journal to find them. So here's the back of those cards. On the next page, here's a few more cards. Evidence, procedure, independent variable, the dependent variable, data, inference, and control group. And the definitions are at the back of those cards. So you may go ahead and take out these pages. You may cut apart the cards, and Ms. Landrum will give you a Ziploc baggie. We need to put our name on that Ziploc baggie with the Sharpies. I'm sure someone in the room knows where I keep my Sharpies. We need to keep up with these baggies, because when I ask you to take them out and you don't have them, we're going to have to sign the binder. Do you have homework? No, you do not have to study these. If you would like to become better at science and you need practice on these words, you might want to flash through them. But you do not have to study them at home for homework. I like the way they had a little idea of how to play a game right here. So if you want some helpful tips on ways to study, here's something you could read right here. And I think the next page had a little game or way of studying right here, making a word square. So this is how you would make a word square. That's page 49 and 51. If you want to push pause and go ahead and cut those out, we're going to go over to one more set of pages and cut them out also in just a moment. So here's the next page that we're going to cut out, the next set of vocabulary cards. Magnetism, mass, solid, volume, liquid, and density. Is that the same game or is that a different game? You'll have to look and see. This is page 99. And then we'll go on to the next page also. And now I know that's different, this word frame. And here's mixture, gas, melting point, solution, solubility, and boiling point. Yay, they left out a word. I wonder what we could do with this blank card right here. What was that? Oh, that's not a bad idea. So you're saying since they have melting point and they have boiling point, but I don't see freezing point, I could make my own card for freezing point. It's okay if you don't even know the Spanish, that'll be okay. I could draw a picture of water freezing to ice, and on the back I could put the definition of freezing point. Maybe if I look at these definitions, it'll help me for the other one. The temperature at which substances changes from a solid to a liquid. See, on the back of that we also need to put the number that goes there. When something changes from a solid to a liquid, that's melting, so the melting point should be 0 degrees Celsius. I put that back here. But you can put the definition for the new card that you made. If you think there's other cards that you would like to make, you can go back and you can make other cards also. That's why they gave you these empty cards. So you can cut out page 99 and 100, and then you already did page 49 and 51. And you can push pause there